playoff matches we want to see the most. So we're not sure what the playoff match is gonna be as of right now. But what series do you want to see the most? If you could come up with one, I'm gonna start with you, John. Come up with one series, and if we got more, we'll name them. But what's your first one?
My series is the 76ers versus the Milwaukee Bucks. The way the Eastern Conference works, sorry, Joel, the Sixers ain't beating the Celtics in the playoffs. And we know that.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
But James Harden's playing at his level.
You know what he shoots in Game 7s? 37%.
Oh, they shoot in other games. Maybe it doesn't have to go to a Game 7.
It'd help if you could actually clutch up in the biggest moments, no? For the third best point guard. You call him the third best point guard of all time. And so you know what? Here's my thing with the 76ers. I didn't mean to even throw that straight at Harden, but I feel like I did.
It came off the top.
But the reason I say this is because the Celtics switchability would give him problems. But against the Bucks in the playoffs, things change because there's not a better matchup for Giannis than Joel Embiid. And I think in the pick and roll, seeing Giannis versus James Harden be a great matchup. You get to see Joe Ingles in the mix with Jay Crowder. That is the series where I think the Bucks are vulnerable because of how great Joel Embiid is on both ends of the floor. We have not seen that yet in the playoffs. We've seen Embiid lose the Heat. I still don't feel great about them against Miami. We've seen him struggle against the Celtics, but we have not seen Joel Embiid against the Bucks yet. And until we do, I'm not counting them out to go to the finals because I think they match up so well against the Bucks.
Harden struggled against the switches so much that historically, when it went up against Golden State, he had Clay, he had Draymond, he had Iguodala switching on to him. And he was still cooking.
Yeah, he didn't cook in Game 7 when they shot, or was it Game 6 when
he got to Game 7? No other team was able to take that team.
Oh, I agree. Games. I do appreciate him for doing that, but the reality is he stinks in Game 7s.
Well, the reality is that he's one of the best players of all time. You better respect him.
John,
I respect him.
Let me
I'm just
up your,
being honest.
Your series and your statement there. My brother Josh is very adamant. He says it. Milwaukee is a team that he's not overly scared to play, but when it comes to Boston, he wants nothing to do with that because he understands that Boston
the Sixers are
has
0-3.
Number.
Sixers are 0-3 against.
It's bound to
and they're 0-2 versus the Heat.
And guess what? Yeah. Because of that historical loss against the Celtics, if the Sixers can actually beat them in the series, that will give them the ultimate confidence to beat whoever. I want that even more.
They would also most likely have to get past the Celtics. Milwaukee likely is going to, lock up that 1 seed. Celtics have a game up on the Sixers now with a pretty light schedule, and then Philly's in third place. To stick with the Eastern Conference, though, I want to see Cavs versus Knicks. That's the one I'm looking for.
I was going to say that.
The top 3 in the East, whether Celtics, Sixers, Bucks, all 3 of them, it's going to be a great series no matter who plays. But that first round matchup, 4 versus 5, it seems impossible that we're not going to get this in round 1 because this Knicks team that's been coming along and really catching everyone by surprise, and this Cavs team who obviously made the huge Donovan Mitchell trade trying to get into that championship conversation, they're still a bit above schedule, I think. I don't even know if they thought they'd be this good this early on, but how great their defense is going up. We've had these debates on the show with the Cavs and Knicks. That's the one I'm looking for. First round, that might be the best series in the playoffs.
If Julius Randle performs against Evan Mobley, you need to have a 1-hour apology ready for Julius Randle.
I agree.
If
he eats on Mobley, he
got to get the
notebook
out.
Apology.
I just think when teams force Randle right, shit's gonna go south.
Oh, like Simone. Yeah, sure. Let's just clamor on the lefties.
To
the lefties.
Well, I show respect to Randle, and then he had that series versus the Hawks. So that's why.
In the words of Joel Embiid, in reference to the Boston Celtics, there is no rivalry. They kick our ass every time we play them. Y'all don't want nothing to do with the Boston Celtics. Nothing. As much as I see Joel Embiid being as dominant as he is, as much as I dig the 20-10 guy that he has in James Harden, I don't think that the Philadelphia 76ers want anything to do with the Boston Celtics. I'm loving that Knicks-Cavs matchup. I think the difference is going to be in the front court. With Jared Allen dealing with Robinson, if Evan Mobley outplays Julius Randle in the playoffs, if Evan Mobley outplays Julius Randle in the playoffs, I'm out, Joe. I'm out. I'm telling you right now. If he outplays him in the playoffs, I'm out. That's all I have to say about that.
Listen, OG, it's fair, and I'm torn because I like Evan Mobley a lot. You know, he was a top prospect, and my ceiling for him was an All-NBA player. And I do think that if the Cavaliers are ever going to win a championship, it's because of his ascension into that All-NBA status. It's possible. Evan Mobley's offensive game has been coming along. It's possible. But it's also possible Jalen Brunson Does to Donovan Mitchell what he did to him
That's a good
these
point.
past playoffs.
Valid point.
And Jalen Brunson's going crazy.
Always brings
Quinn
up
Grimes
this, like,
is going
wasn't it
crazy.
Jazz and Mavericks,
Emmanuel
now it's
quickly
the
is going
Knicks.
crazy.
Hey, you
Josh
know
Hart
what?
is defending
He's got a point.
because we have the wing advantage over the Cavaliers.
You do.
We have the wing
That's
advantage.
probably the only thing you have, though.
And we have the recent playoff performance of Jalen Brunson over Donovan Mitchell to
Donovan
show
Mitchell's
us
an all-time player performer.
that Brunson has
He's an
been better in the
all-time player
playoffs.
performer.
You cannot be all-time if you have not made the conference finals, buddy. Sorry.
Stop this.
Sorry. So who's your playoff matchup?
Playoff matchup I want to see. I won't include the Lakers because everyone knows
I have a
that
Lakers.
I'm-
Really? No Lakers? Wow. Okay.
If I had to, if you're gonna pull my leg, I would like to see the Suns versus the Lakers just because of that rivalry. The last time we saw them, it seemed as if we were just going to steamroll right through them.
Yep.
We seemed dominant. Anthony Davis back-to-back 30-point performances. AD goes down. Unfortunately, we're not able to recover. But now this time they have Kevin Durant. We have hopefully a healthy Lakers squad. That'd be great to see. Another great matchup would be the Suns and the Warriors. Just for the fact that Kevin Durant has not played the Golden State Warriors since leaving. That'd be an awesome matchup to see come playoff time. And really, I'm just hoping that the Lakers can make a run because I would love to see the Lakers versus the Kings as well.
Yep.
That's another solid matchup for the fact that the Kings offense is so high potent, one of the best offenses in the game, statistically the best offense in the game in terms of offensive rating. But what they lack is defense.
Yeah.
And what we've been great at recently since the trade deadline, last 15 games, has been our defense. And then when you incorporate the fact that we have LeBron James, we have Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell's been able to cook it since being acquired, Austin Reeves' ability to get to the foul line. We're an offense that could put up points against this team, and we're a defense that could potentially halt the Sacramento Kings. It'd be an amazing series and one that I would love to see.
I would love to see that too because you have the Kings who all regular season long have been dominant and for the most part people overlooking them. And then you have the Lakers, which is basically the complete opposite. They have
It'd be a rematch.
And now you have this Lakers team. Every Lakers fan said, just let us get in. Let us get into the
Let us
playoff.
cook, boy.
And they've even said, we wanted, there's the rumors that they want the Kings, and the Kings are over there saying, we don't care who we see. It'd be a perfect matchup between the two.
I hope that if they face off this time, unlike in 2001, it's not rigged in the Lakers' favor. I do hope that.
That would be a theme still.
Can we dead this whole rig logic, Joe? I'm so over the 2001 Western Conference Finals being 2002 Western Conference Finals being rigged because we leave out an important piece to that series. The important piece to that series that we leave out is 2 months before that, I believe, in the words of Vlade Divac, if we have home court advantage, we will beat the Lakers. End quote. The important part that we leave out is there was a game 7 in their building. Not only was it a game 7 in their building, they completely went the other way. Chris Webber, 53 minutes, 5 points, 4 rebounds after the intermission. Doug Christie, quote, I have never been more scared in my life when we went into overtime. This is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. Vlade Divac, I think he played 27 minutes. I think he had 15 points and 10 rebounds. Shaq went 35 and 10 in that game. Kobe went 30 and 10 in that game. You had the game 7 in your building and you cheesed up. Period. I'm tired of the whole rig logic.
Goodness.
I was not born yet.
So I needed that history lesson because now I'm here Googling what happened in the game 7.
It was game 6 that was like controversial.
That led to the game 7. A couple of Western Conference matchups. The Western Conference, the Wild West, could be something special this season. 1-8 currently is Lakers Nuggets. That could be a great series. 2-7, I need the Warriors to drop the 7 because I think the Grizzlies would beat them in that series. If Andrew Wiggins isn't playing, I'm wishing him the best. That's more important than anything. Some things are bigger than hoops. The Grizzlies are going to beat the Warriors, though, if he is missing because he was their second most important player last year against the Mavericks. Huge. 3-6. If the Mavericks could stop sucking, I would love to see the Mavericks play 3-6.
Enough. I don't want to see
but
that.
Mavericks and Kings would be a great series.
They played like shit, so we're not going to see that. 3-6, I would instead like to see the Suns versus the Kings. Or you know what? No, fuck that. 4-5, I like Clippers versus Suns a lot.
Yeah, it's a
Getting
great
to see Kawhi versus KD, Devin Booker versus Paul George. We've always went mano a mano with those players, those two stars. And I also think Chris Paul as well playing his former team. That would be an amazing series as well. And the play-in tournament, man, it's a rat race. If you got the Thunder in there, they can get some playoff experience. And the Mavericks currently are slide out to the play-in tournament. We'll see if that's
your boys.
Did you say
That's your boys. Talk to me. What happened?
What's happened to the Mavericks?
Talk to me. They're not good.
I was on this show saying I think Jason Kidd can muddy it up in a playoff series.
Yeah.
And the guys
he's muddying up his own team.
Muddying up his own team. Also, Dwight Powell's their starting center. And
is Dwight Powell a starting center in the NBA?
Not even close. He is not.
That was the question that I needed. That was the question that I need. Is forget on a playoff team. Is he a starting 5 man in the NBA?
No way. No. Only on the Mavericks. Only on the Mavericks.
There's 3 playoff matches I want to see. You mentioned one of them with the Suns and the Warriors. I need Kevin Durant to beat Steph Curry. I do. I need that to happen.
Riv's probably screaming at his computer right now.
Riv cannot handle it. I know for a fact he's ready to lose it.
I like the Kings and the Warriors a lot.
Okay.
I think that would be an offensive explosion. The Lakers and Clippers, we finally get that series. We've never gotten it. It was hyped up for years.
I'm going to pass on that.
If that is a series, Lakers and Clippers, it would be an amazing one.
I don't want to see that.
And then, the Eastern Conference, even though this is going to be lopsided, I would love to see the Bucks just whoop the Celtics' ass in the playoffs.
You had to know it was Team X. It could have been the Sixers, could have been the Bucks. If it was a couple months ago, it would have been the Nets. A couple months ago, it could have been the Knicks too. You pick a team to go against the Celtics. You've been wrong every single time.
He's just picking a team.
No, I haven't. I'm not going to be wrong this time.
Here we go.
This is the one though.
It was just the Nets. It was just the Nets and Celtics.